Hi, everybody. Thank you again for tuning in. I'm coming at you right now with sort of an ad hoc blog. Sue Joseph, who's a former colleague of mine, and actually my wife's, and who once helped save me from one of the messier nights of my life, has asked me some really great questions, and I would really, really like to address them. I've already set one link up regarding whether or not depression is curable. And please read it. It's an interesting read. It's something I read way back in university, and I think it really gets to the point of how complex a question that really is. Depression, much like a lot of mental disorders, heck, much like a lot of cancers, tends to happen in fits of relapse and remission. And to talk about a cure for depression, we are talking about something much more complex than minimizing your relapses or eliminating your relapses. We're actually talking about functionality during your, during your relapses and your functionality during your remissions, because there can be a vast, vast difference between just one person's experience with it and another. I know personally, speaking, between my relapses, I have had vast differences and ranges in in my symptoms and in my functionality, and each time it has been different. The most dangerous times for me was when I thought I wasn't depressed and I really was, and those were usually the times leading up to a massive relapse. So that kind of tackles that question about the cure of depression, and basically what I think the best medicine for it is to try and live a healthy life. My psychologist and my psychiatrist have talked to me regarding a cure for depression, regarding sort of the trip to wellness. And for most people, it involves a combination of societal support, friend support, mental retraining, and medication as well. But when it really comes down to it, most experts agree that the medication is a percentage, it's a small part of your recovery. However, it's not the most important part. The most important part is you being able to make changes in the way that you think and the way that you're living your life. So that's kind of my view on a cure. And I have had now 3 very severe relapses in the last year. According to the article, if you guys read it, you'll see that puts me in a bit of a bad situation. That means that, people that have multiple relapses without proper treatment, which is approximately 70% or close to 80% of depression sufferers, end up with much more severe and long-term and much more challenging problems. And, that's kind of where I'm at right now is, I don't think about it like a cure. I think about it like, as my dad used to say, one foot in front of the other. I had a good day yesterday. I had a hard night last night. But I put that foot back out in front of myself again today, and I'm having a pretty good morning. There's just one foot in front of the other, and you take it one day at a time. And that's probably the best advice I could have for, what I found is the closest thing I could call to a depressive cure, which, unfortunately still eludes me and eludes most of mankind. So the other thing that, we can talk about, in regards to a cure, is the actual medical treatments. Now, Sue asked whether medication is required, and for depression, no, it isn't. It isn't always required, and there are varying and vast points of view from different medical professionals on the type of medication you should be on if you're on depression, whether or not you should be on. I think there's probably like a whole subsection of experts out there that'll tell you it's all caused by gluten because gluten's evil. Because it's, because, gluten is kind of getting blamed for all the world's ills right now. I'm pretty sure that I saw on Fox News that it was responsible for the North Korean crisis. So, but in actuality, the path that I have had with depression has had a number of different treatments. I'm going to show them to you right now.